Hey guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. Here I am just showing you all of the ingredients I'm using for my chili. So I'm just going to dump everything in the crock pot and then we will get started on our meat mixture. Now I'm just going to cut up an onion really quick. I hate cutting up onions because my eyes water really bad, like to the point where I can't open them. I think I might have some sort of allergy to them. But anyways, I had to peel off a lot of this onion because it was starting to go bad. So my onion looks pretty small, but whenever it's all cut up, I'm going to put it in my electric skillet and then add my ground beef. And then we will add our homemade chili seasoning. I just found this recipe on Pinterest. I'm not really sticking to any sort of recipe. I just saw it on Pinterest and made it up myself. I probably won't use it again. I'll probably just use the packets from the store because for one, they're not that expensive, and two, I don't make chili all that often. A little trick that I learned from my grandma is to add just a little bit of water in the bottom of your pan whenever you are grinding up some meat or mincing it, however you say it. It just makes it a lot easier to ground it up, and it makes it thinner and not as chunky. So I've been doing that for a while, and I'm so happy that my grandma taught me that. I did forget to get a picture of my plate, but we just served this with some hot dogs, like chili dogs, and then I also have some Fritos on hand that we use to make Frito pies the next day. So this was a 2-day meal for us, and it turned out pretty good. Okay, this next recipe might be my favorite recipe in this whole video. This was so good. It was homemade chicken Alfredo. This was the first time that I perfected my homemade Alfredo recipe, but for right now, I am just using some chicken from the bag. Normally, I just used either canned chicken or I will use the shredded chicken that I've cooked in my crock pot and frozen, but I will definitely be using this more often for chicken Alfredo because it was really good. It wasn't like, I don't know, rubbery or anything like that. It had the texture of chicken. So I just seasoned it up with that Kingsford seasoning, and then I'm adding it to foil just to make sure that it stays hot while I'm making my sauce. So now I'm getting started on my Alfredo sauce. I am just adding a full stick of butter to a pan and I'm just melting that. I think next time I make this, I'm gonna do half a stick of butter just to see what it tastes like, but this was really good too. After my butter melts, I'm gonna add the heavy cream and bring that up to a boil. I do season with quite a bit of pepper and salt, and then oh, I forgot that I do add a tablespoon of minced garlic. This gave it a really good flavor as well. So I'm just gonna bring that up to a boil after I put my cream in, of course, and then I will add in my Parmesan cheese and just whisk it all together. I do have the recipe down below if you guys are interested. This is just like a basic Alfredo recipe that I was always too afraid to make, so I just used the jarred sauce, but I'm telling you, I will never go back after using this homemade sauce. So here is my plate. I just made a side salad on the side and made some breadsticks, and this was so good. Okay, this next recipe is shake and bake chicken. If you guys have never made shake and bake, it is super easy. I don't know what makes the mix stick to the chicken so well, but it worked and it was so good. So I'm just starting off with two pretty good sized chicken breasts. I'm just trimming all the fat off, and then I will cut the breasts down basically in half so they're not so thick, and then I'm just going to cut them into strips. Next, I am just putting the chicken into the shake and bake mixture in just a plastic bag. I'm just shaking it around and then putting it on the pan. And then I will throw this in the oven. I think I put my oven at 375. I just followed the directions on the back of the package. But I'm going to put this in the oven for 5 minutes first. Then I will spray them with cooking spray and then flip them, and then spray that side with cooking spray again, and I'll put those back in the oven for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I will check them again and flip them and cook them for another 5 minutes. And this turned out perfectly. We just served it with mashed potatoes and green beans, and I did just make some chicken gravy on the side, but this would be really good on salad or with like white gravy and mashed potatoes, like fried chicken, depending on what flavor of shake and bake that you get. I got the ranch and herb kind, and my entire family ate this, even my kids. And let me tell you, my kids don't eat anything. So highly recommend trying shake and bake. And to make things super easy, I'm just using the Bob Evans mashed potatoes. These are super easy and they're really flavorful. So if you are just, getting off work and needing to save a little bit of time, just get these mashed potatoes. Thank me later. Okay, so here is my plate. We just served it with mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. This last recipe is just something super easy. I got off work this day and I needed something easy, so I am just steaming up some broccoli, and we are going to get started on my broccoli and cheese casserole. I'm actually using cauliflower rice for this. And I'll show you that later, but I'm just getting started on the ground beef for the Velveeta helper. I always season my beef with salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. I hardly ever use anything different, so that is what I'm doing here. Now I'm just getting started on the crescent rolls. If you guys watched my grocery haul, you'll know that I always opt for the name brand crescent rolls. They just taste so much better and they're a lot fluffier, but I was really struggling with this can of crescent rolls. I could not get it open for the life of me, but I finally got it open and I just followed the directions on the package. Pretty sure that I cooked this for 12 minutes on 375 and they came out perfect. Okay, so now we are going to get started on my broccoli casserole. I am just emptying the cauliflower rice into a pan, and then I'm going to be adding this healthy cream of mushroom soup mix to it. I really don't know what makes it healthy, but I got it because it said healthy, and honestly, it doesn't taste any different. I'm sure that I could have just got the name brand and been good with it. I did actually add the rest of the Parmesan cheese that I had in my fridge from my Alfredo sauce, and this was a really good addition. And then I'm just going to add in the broccoli that I steamed earlier and put it in a casserole dish and bake it on 375 for 10 minutes, just basically until it's heated through. And this was really, really good. My family ate it and they didn't even know that it was cauliflower rice. So there is a healthy tip for you. While the casserole is in the oven, I'm just going to get started on the Velveeta skillet. These are really good. They're a little bit pricier than normal hamburger helper, but you do get more, so it goes farther. My family loves these. We love the ultimate cheeseburger mac. It just tastes so good. So I'm getting started on that. I'm just following the directions on the back of the box, and then I will add in the cheese sauce after everything is done. And these only take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook, whereas I found that the Hamburger Helper brand takes anywhere from 15 to 20, so you actually save some time with this as well. And here is my finished plate. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one.